Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 61. In the previous video we thought we were going to go to bed after finishing our first day. Also we met like the prince of whatever, but that's not important. What is important is that Aaron woke us up and said, or didn't let us go to sleep rather. Really the details of the story are getting more and more incorrect as we go on, but basically Aaron wants to go see them titties with us. Presumably. There's nobody here? Oh no! It's a trap! That stripper's just Majima! Hell yeah! Now this is how you run a club. Oh yeah, it's the in-screen music. Let's find some empty seats and get our asses in them already. I have a Tharbad night. What about you? I'll have a dark good night. Oh fuck, that was an option? I'll have an Alexander, extra nutmeg. As you wish, sirs. And nothing not consistent, aren't you? What can I say? You gotta have with nutmeg. It's pretty damn good, you know? Yeah, is that the angel lady? I mean, she clearly screamed like I'm more important than everybody else, but it didn't occur to me until now that that's probably supposed to be her. Because I think she kind of looked like that. What was that?
Oh, the women here are exquisite. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh. Well, what?
Oh, come now, darling. Don't go lighting up in here. I'm sorry, dear. He's just had a little much to drink, is all. Still, there's something to be said for the occasional indulgence.
We got a wolf man and a vampire.
Just so. It's been some time
Man
since I
with
last
facial
found
hair.
myself in this city. It's shaping up to be a good stay.
Yeah, I guess that's the most distinctive thing about him. Definitely the shitty little goatee.
And I, for one, plan to make the most of it.
He said without any ominous undertones.
We should leave some parting gifts here as well for such a lovely time. It's only polite.
She's talking about bombs.
The only question is, what sort of presents young ladies like these days?
Bombs.
Now that's what I'm talking about. I couldn't take my eyes off that dancing.
Yeah, that darn dancing at the hootenanny.
And now, the woman you've all been waiting for.
Hey. Pay attention. What's the big...
Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's star! Tharbad's most beautiful nocturnal butterfly, handpicked to take part in the upcoming Carnal Cavalcade. It's...
I guess that explained why she got picked then, probably. Probably more because she's a known entity here.
Lady Saara! You won't want to miss this. This could be her last performance here if her debut at the film festival makes a splash. They say nobody's managed to take this vixen home. If anyone hopes to break that streak, tonight's your last shot. But enough from me. Cue the music.
Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely gonna... Yeah, that's where I'd like to go date. People at the strip club. She do be spinning. Do you do polite claps like that? I don't know. I can't say I really have any personal experience because I think strip clubs are, I mean, basically any of the, you know, softcore horniness establishments I don't fucking get, like at all. Like, maybe if it was the year, like, 1979, yeah, maybe. I kind of get it. I mean, you need something. But, it's like I don't respect the middle ground of, like, just pay for sex. Like, or use, you know, do something free. I don't get it. The weird middle ground. It's like I don't respect it. Either go big or go home, all right?
Yeah. My sister and I, we're not originally from Calvard. We grew up in a town in the Central East. When Shaheena was still little, my parents had a hard time making ends meet and borrowed money from some unsavory characters. Once my parents passed on, I tried to run away with Shaheena, and we ended up here.
I'm guessing your peace and quiet didn't last long and they're banging on your door soon enough? Chasing you all the way out here, those have been some bad dudes your parents borrowed from. I actually got this side hustle too and still haven't paid it off, says a lot.
I know. It's not something I'm exactly proud of.
I mean, it's just a job. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't think you've had to go and sell your body or anything. Even that's just a job, Aaron. You think you're being progressive, but actually you're regressive, dummy. I mean, if you did, just be doing what you had to in order to survive. If it wouldn't be, it's no different. It's no different than going to work in the coal mine. You're just putting your body on the damn line. They're the same thing.
To be completely honest, that's exactly how they wanted me to pay them back, at first. But I heard about Calvard and its system for absolving debts taken up by one's parents.
Shouldn't the system be you're out of luck creditors? Sorry.
When I thought about it, though, doing either one of those things would feel like I'd be renouncing their memories.
So you decided to pay them with the dancing you picked up in the family. I get it. Yeah, see, as long as those guys get their money back, they really can't complain how you make it. I mean, I think they should be put in the ground. That's not, I mean, if you shouldn't have loaned out the money, dummies. No wonder they're so hesitant on bringing in the guild earlier.
More or less. I appreciate what they do, but I have to imagine they'd recommend I get the debt forgiven and, well, it's stupid to be so proud over something like this. I know.
What? You don't want to talk to the bracers because they'd recommend you get the debt forgiven. Why don't you just get the debt? I mean, if that's an option, wouldn't you want to do that? Or unless you're like scared of like, oh, they're gonna attack me. Not exactly the most elegant way to go about things, to be sure. It's no different. It's literally no different than what you do, Van. Even from the way you're talking, I'm guessing you haven't said anything to your sister? Not just about your other job, but the debt itself.
It's hard to tell her everything this far in, you know?
I mean, she probably knows about the debt. She may or may not know about the, you know, dancing.
Plus, there's actually some light at the end of the tunnel now. Once I get my commission for taking part in the Carnal Cavalcade, I should be able to pay the remainder off.
Oh, so that's what you got planned, huh? Man, I just not get it. Why does everybody around me seem to always pick the path of most resistance? Wouldn't it be smarter to take it easy as best you can and try and coast through life? That's not how loan payments work, Aaron. If you take it easy, you'll be paying that shit for the rest of your life, dummy. This motherfucker never learned about the interest. Speak for yourself. Once someone set their mind on something, it's pretty damn hard to shake them off of it. Brother. Anyway, I think it'll be okay with Shaheena if you tell her. I get a little mad at you for keeping it a secret, but she's mature enough to know you did it out of love for her. And also, it's really not any different than, like, your dancing you do in the square. You're basically wearing the same amount of clothes, you know, as well. They're kind of the same thing. You just focus on the parade for the time being. Let us rest of us worry about that dumb old note. Not that, you know, there should be any shame in either, but, like, if you are ashamed about one, you should be ashamed about both, you know? That's kind of how I feel. It'd be lying if I said what I saw back there wasn't hot. Man, what happened to Van? What did Maid Lady do? Did she flip his switch? But more than that, I could tell there was real art you put into it. And don't worry about paying us any commission. The dance is all the reward fine young men like us could need.
Aw, Van.
Nah, I'm gonna need Mira. Van can add that to a spank bank. I need cold, hard, digital cash.
All right. I won't worry about it. I'll make sure to knock them dead tomorrow. You won't want to miss it.
God damn, this guy never misses a beat.
Now you've done it!
Oh, hello.
Huh? What the?
Yo, what's your problem? Hey, I know you. I've seen you in the tabloids.
I am so disappointed in you, Spriggan.
What?
You're dragging this poor woman around town all night, only to make her cry. Have you no shame?
First off, stalking's a crime. Second off, stalking's a crime. Third off, she wasn't crying.
I always knew you were a good-for-nothing, and this proves it.
You were watching this whole time? Don't you have anything better to do? They call it beauty sleep for a reason, right? You'll age fast if you keep pulling all-nighters like this.
Excuse me? Thanks for calling me old when I'm not.
I mean, he could have gone much worse. He could have said, you know, they call it beauty sleep and, you know, you kind of look like you need some. I didn't say that. Quit putting words in my mouth.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think this is all a big
I'm Grimcat,
Whatever.
by the way.
There's no reasoning with you. In the name of Adios, I'll kick you straight to Gehenna, you unrepentant philanderer!
Is this like fraud? Like you hire us to do a job and then instead of paying when we finish it, you just kill us? You're the thief's been causing on the mayhem and Edith, huh? Wait a sec. Save the chit-chat for later. Here she comes.
I'll take
Do I have to fight her again? Okay, we do. Alright,
He
well.
won't get away! Here!
He's got a mythical start. You fool, now Van's arts are buffed. You will never survive.
Going all in.
Now did we decide, is this? Okay, it does have a delay, it's just very small.
Send you flying! Now you old fart! This'll
But
hurt.
Van's, I don't think, has a delay. Yeah, it's like straight up instant. Or like near instant.
Give it up already!
Here goes. This'll hurt. This'll
Honestly,
hurt.
Eh,
Now you old fart! You're crushed! It's go time! Eat this, sucker! Make it count, Aaron! Have some of this! Here goes! Out with a bang! Soar for me! Beat him down!
maybe we should have ulted with Van, because his Vans does more damage.
I will win!
Bring it on!
Well, he can almost do his, and then we can probably kill.
Too slow!
Assuming we don't get
That
killed by
all
an
you
ult.
got?
Ooh, a plus, a plus. Okay, never mind, you're a joke. Damn, she's pretty good. She didn't do anything. Just calm down already. You got it all wrong.
Calm down? I was such a fool thinking you were anywhere near decent!
She didn't do anything.
Nina needs to wake up to the truth, and I'll do whatever!
Stop! You're making a mistake!
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'm here to give them their just...
You're wrong. Van and Aaron were just walking me home. I was just telling them about my life and got a little emotional in front of them. That's all.
It's okay! You don't have to put on a brave face anymore! It must have been so hard dealing with... What? Seriously? Huh. All right! I'll let you off the hook this time.
Uh-huh.
But next time you make some poor girl cry, there'll be hell to pay. Got it? You better remember that.
you still committed felony assault. Like, for the record, she's the criminal here. What was that all about? I don't know. These smell like somebody was playing dress up as that infamous Phantom Thief and got a little too into a role. You think what I'm thinking? Aaron, we already know. Dummy, you just weren't there. Nerd. Yeah, I'm sure they look like her. Look, let it go. I'm sure she has her reasons for doing it. Digging into it will only cause us headaches. Unreal.
Well, what'd you think? Like what you saw?
That I did. They were just as I'd hoped.
Mr. Evil.
Moreover, our surprise guests appear to be greatly anticipating what's to come. I think it's time we turn up the heat, don't you? Perhaps with a golden frenzy to instill some proper fear.
Golden Frenzy. Sequel to Golden Blood. Out early next year.
Oh, I agree completely, boss.
Technically, it was already the 6th. Because it went over to 12:30 earlier, so... You know, actually the calendar's out of date. It should have switched over at the time. Why are we getting side-eyed? Come on, girls. I need a salt. Your breakfast is gonna get cold. I mean, get a load of this hummus. This stuff is something else. I'm not mad. I'm glad you two were able to have fun by yourselves last night. You should have said something. How am I supposed to protect you if you sneak out like that? Fairy, I'm gonna be honest. You ain't protecting shit. Look at your HP pool and look at mine and look back at yours. Look who's in for it now. So much for our trip to a secret. My sincerest apologies, Mr. Arkwright. It's my fault for not maintaining the facade. It's not your fault. You did your best. Hell of a time to have that Genesis go off, that's for sure. The hell? Damn clock snitched on us? Oh fuck, man. Epstein, control your watches, dude. And the sound of it lit right up around the time you were catching up with everyone's favorite Phantom Thief, yeah? Right, all of the timing of it may have just been a coincidence. I was really scared something had happened to you two. Yeah, I get it. I beefed it big time. But seeing as Maribel was nowhere to be found, as long as the situation's the same as before. Indeed, perhaps that's just there are multiple response patterns that can trigger it. I mean, it gets triggered all the time. Still, who would have guessed it was her all along? You have any idea, small fry? Yeah, she was there, dummy. Yeah, pretty much. She moves just like that in the movie, so... Excuse me, just like what movie? Never mind that. It doesn't matter right now. Why are they confused?
Hi, everyone. I hope you've had a good morning.
Like, we already know it's Judith. I mean, Rosette being maybe a little confused is fine, because I mean, maybe she doesn't. Maybe we didn't tell her, but the other three know, and Aaron just figured out, and we basically said it's her. And we said that shit out loud. Are they trying to say that they don't know that it's Judith? I don't know. Hello, Sarah. Good morning. Already on about this early, huh?
Yes. I have a meeting to attend over at Vegas Films. They say we're really going to have to rush to get me ready for the parade.
And I'm coming along to listen to every word they have to say, because I'm her manager.
Not a good idea. You really shouldn't let your family be your manager.
Maybe with a little luck, I'll get to meet Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster.
That's just one of those rules of business, like you don't represent yourself in court. Sounds like an ulterior motive to me. I didn't ask you to tag along, you know? They're probably gonna yell at you and ask you to leave. I wouldn't be so sure. I think the director's gonna fall head over heels for me, too. Doubt. I can see it now. Shaheena, sweetheart, you're a once-in-a-generation find. You've got what it takes to be the next great star. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say when that happens. I can't go in unprepared. Maybe, you know, if they're still making non-talkies, you'll have a shot. Well, fingers crossed. Good to see you're still full of energy. Oh, and Gotti, I don't think that's really out of the question. You never know unless you try. Still have to imagine this parade's not gonna be like a normal dancing. With any luck, this opportunity could open up some real doors for you. Big doors, I think. Thanks, Van. I think so too. Wish me luck. Is it just me, or does something feel a little different between the two of you? Oh, wowie wow. Is he the boyfriend you've been seeing at night? He is, isn't he? Shaheena? I'm afraid not. We all just met yesterday, remember? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. She gets ahead of herself sometimes. Good luck with your work today, everyone. I hope everything goes well for you, and not just when it comes to my request either. But, I mean, if he was the boyfriend she was seeing at night, having the facade that they just met yesterday would be a great front. But don't tell me you guys think it's actually true. I explained to you what we were doing last night. Aaron can vouch. Aaron, don't fuck me. Yeah, I know, but still. That's Mr. Arkrod, ever the lady killer. When did Van kill ladies? That line just writes itself. Yeah, you'll get it later on, kid. Shut up! Tell me. Here we go again. I like that. That's probably my favorite. I'm kind of like 60-40 on the fairy doesn't get shit joke. That's a good one though. That one felt very natural. Especially that Saara's gotten one too. Alright, this being the day before the festival, this will probably be where things start to pick up. You gotta figure something's bound to turn up as long as it keeps sniffing around. Yeah, there you go. Just talking about sniffing again. Vane, you got a problem. It's exactly what we're going to do. Let's hunt for some more S4 SPGs and keep your eyes peeled. Don't lose sight of while we're really here. You were supposed to close your eyes when you said that. Of course. Roger, you have my full support as always, Mr. Arkrod. I'm Aaron. Oh, Aaron didn't say shit. You know what? Respect. Honestly, respect. Fairy, get the hell out. As soon as I remember what button to hit, you're gone. No, it's in tactics. Yeah. No, it's not in tactics. How do I find this? Oh, it's left. Obviously, it's not a menu item. Of course, everyone knows this. Alright, oh my god, that's a lot of dots. Holy hell. Well, I guess we're going to, get to work.
You won't find this just anywhere.
How's the camel going? My supplier was really riled up when he came to drop off some stock earlier. Kept talking about his wife, how he wants to beat her up. It was hard even carrying a conversation with him. He was fired up but speaking incoherently at the same time. Bizarre. He's not the only one that's acting off either. The tourists and some other residents are being odd too. Could just be because of the festival coming up, but it's giving me the creeps somehow. It doesn't seem right.
Hey there. What'll it be?
Need a chicken break? Try this grilled turkey.
See ya.
Nobody sells chicken. Where am I gonna get tired of the chicken? You fuckers got chicken in the damn desert? It might be the day for the film festival and all, but it feels like people are getting too excited for it, you know? I mean, I could tell people were excited yesterday too, but today it suddenly hit a fever pitch. Maybe I was overthinking things, but it just feels so abrupt. I don't know.
Well,
Need some spices, perhaps?
Maybe. I really appreciate the temple agreeing to look after my daughter for a little while. All these people coming in and the bazaar getting so busy, I'd be worried about her getting lost. This way I know she's safe. Plus, that new friend she made yesterday is there too. That'll help keep her occupied. The tourists have been getting pretty rowdy lately, to put it nicely. Another hookah seller I know was telling me about how customers got in such a frenzy that things were a little out of hand. I guess everyone's excited about the film festival and all, but it's almost like they properly lost their goddamn minds. I'm telling you, Tharbad's booming bigger than ever right now. I gotta get on this while the getting's good and stock up on everything I can possibly get my hands on. Who cares if I go a little in the red right now? It'll work out. I'll just be able to recoup everything and then some, no problem. Renton's apparently checking in the general movements of the new arrivals, so I'm going to tackle things from a different angle. Specifically, I'm going to ask the caravanners if they've noticed any unusual activity nearby to see if I can glean anything with their insight. Kinda wish we didn't have to worry about more fights breaking out. I really prefer to focus entirely on our investigation.
Okay.
I ended up waking up earlier today because there was a commotion right in front of my home this morning. This might be a festival season, but I've never seen Tharbaders act so wildly. Come on, lady, you're supposed to say bad. Sure, people get excited sometimes, but we're good about not causing trouble for other people. What now? It's bizarre.
Oh, come
Did I
and
talk to
see.
you? I did not. Energy here is simply incredible. Are all film festivals so joyous? It scares me how many people are so unrestrained, but I must admit my curiosity has now peaked. Plus, it's a chance to hopefully learn a little more about younger folks. I don't want to toss that away.
Well,
Why, hello. Thank you. Why, hello. Thank you.
Me when I waste the shopkeeper's time, but they're still legally obligated to say thank you. I do my best to try and respect what young folks try and do, but all this mayhem is testing my patience. I understand everyone's getting excited to being exposed to new ideas and culture and whatever. That's no excuse for them to go and act like hoodlums. Either way, something about this just doesn't feel right to me. None of what's happened feels natural. Yo, man's fucking, he's moving. He's shaking it. He's shimmy yawn, man.
Quick break, that's all.
The festival might be tomorrow, but is it worth getting this excited for? Feels like everyone's going nuts. Some of the neighbors seem like completely different people, all full of energy and practically bouncing off the walls. I'm really worried this is all going to cause trouble for the inn somehow. For the sake of our guests, I hope things settle down sooner rather than later. I don't want this getting in the way of their comfort. I've known Ramani for a good while now, and I like to think I understand him pretty well. I've never seen the man in such high spirits. He hasn't even had anything to drink. I heard that there's been even more commotion than usual over at the bazaar, too. It's getting to be concerning. Our guests can't exactly enjoy their stay if there's too much of a ruckus outside. Maybe they like
Looking
the
is
ruckus.
always free, you know. Come back for more anytime.
Oh, wait. How much is that
Looking
coffee?
is always free, you know.
Why is the tea so much more expensive than the damn coffee, man? Kind of rip off. Oh, just because you put some spices in it? Whatever.
Come back for more anytime.
I mean, this is a pretty good deal on the coffee, though, if you think about it.
Looking is
If we
always
break
free,
down
you
the
know.
economy, you can get, like, I don't know, 12, 13 cups of coffee for the price of one entree. That's pretty good, man. You're not finding those
Come back
prices
for
in
more anytime.
a restaurant usually. I mean, maybe if it's like either A, really cheap food or really cheap coffee, maybe. But even then, that's a pretty insane ratio. What's the coffee market doing? What kind of subsidies do we got on the coffee market to get prices so low? What's the economy
that's
like?
how it goes.
How do you people have money? Explain. Because it's been like, I don't know, people are investing in Tharbad and that's why they have money, but why are people investing in the desert? What is it about them? Why are they turned into a tourist destination? Explain the economics of it to me. Give me my lore dump. Young people these days have no respect for law and order. I heard there was a big fight around here just this morning. Hey, it's a cat. They hadn't dared themselves in vice for getting their devotion to Arusha. This city wouldn't be the mess that it is today. Okay, whatever, boomer. All the bad things in the world are because everyone's not believing the stuff I believe. Those motion pictures are especially wretched. I tried to watch one of that Salvatore Gotti things and was absolutely appalled. Such obscene trash is good for nothing but destroying people's morals. No wonder the young have lost their ways. Brother, those was a World War II, like 2 in-game years ago. Now, yeah, it was only a day long and nobody died, but still. That wasn't the young people that started that shit. That was old people. Don't talk to me about morals, alright? I just had a talk with Father Mukhtar about how we should keep the children safe, seeing as there's so much trouble today. It could be really dangerous if any of them get lost out there, which is why I'm telling them they shouldn't walk by themselves. Those parents who are too busy to look after them today were also happy to take their children in and look after them if need be.
Goddess Arusha.
Everyone's getting all worked up about the festival, but I don't get what all the excitement's about. Could it really be all that great? Maybe it's just because I don't really know all that much about films. It's hard to say. I kept my distance from them up until now, but maybe I should try watching one and see if I can figure anything out. There are a lot of people yelling and fighting outside. It's safe inside the temple, though. I'm worried about my mom. She works in the bazaar. I wish she could be with me even here. Dad's been acting really weird since last night. He never yells like that. He kept talking about how he wanted to beat up Mom. He must be tired. I'm sure he'll be back to normal soon. I'm not scared at all. The people in the temple are all so nice. Except for this lady. She's mean as hell. Despite Tharbad being a lively entertainment destination for decades? Why? It's the desert! What? Why the desert? Never in all my time have I ever seen such tumult in the city. What do you people do? Many residents are understandably concerned about what's going on. I pray this all doesn't lead to any greater conflicts. It's during such times as these that we must spread the spirit of tolerance and understanding that have served us so well. Once the festival is over, I hope to be able to sit down with our politicians and business leaders to discuss the future of our city. You guys don't even got a train station or an airport. I mean, I guess you do, but we just don't know where it is. I don't get it. I'm just saying, man. The economy of Tharbad, I'm not buying it. Oh, you're right outside. It's like either they're like they get investments from the banking of Valis and Elslem, but why? As far as we know, all they are is just like small local traders, which a business, you know, empire does not make. I've been such a fool, complete utter moron. What have I been doing with my life? Coming here and taking in the festive atmospheres made me realize I was stupid for letting myself be a cog on the corporate machine. Stupid managing his bald head, worthless co-workers. Everyone's always trying to make me take responsibility for everything. Screw this, screw that, screw it all. I should quit and try something new instead. Be my own boss once in my miserable life.
Alrighty.
Speaking of miserable life, what about my miserable wife? I'll be here all week. Tickets are $8.99. I don't know what's going on with my husband. He's never been the best drinker to be sure, but he hasn't drunk anything today, and even when he gets drunk, he's never quite like this. I think people carrying on over there also like they're extremely drunk too, but I don't think I saw him drinking either. What in the world is going on? Whatever could it be? I mean, I'll give you the benefit that you didn't have the camera ominously zoom in on the cause and be like, hey, here's what's going on ahead of time. Which I really wish they hadn't done that. Like, being able, because there's enough context clues to figure out that it's, you know, the vapes that are causing everyone to go crazy, that I really wish they hadn't just given it away, because that would have been kind of cool to be able to piece that together from just the random dialogue. as opposed to them zooming in on it and being like, hey, people are acting kind of weird. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's like, it's not subtle in the slightest. It's like when people, you know, it's like the equivalent of the YouTube comments that are like wink, wink, nod, nod. There's something about the series that might happen. Oh man, crazy. Like anytime people try and be subtle about shit that hasn't been revealed, it's just like, well, okay. I'm not an idiot. I can read between the lines. I mean, it hasn't really happened in this series. I'm more just talking about in the past. I actually haven't had anything really. The only stuff that was really spoiled for me was just stuff that was from like previous games. Like during like Cold Steel 4 and Reverie and stuff. People have been very good in for Daybreak about not really referencing things that haven't happened yet. Either directly or in the kind of like not so coy way. With all these tourists going nuts, I'm thinking maybe I should cancel my Sandseas tours for today. It's infuriating people drift off from the car on a whim. I'd be in a world of trouble if any kids got lost in those sand dunes. Though to be honest, even more concerned about how Saara and her sister are doing right now. Happy they recruited Saara for the parade, but I'm worried she's working herself too hard than to have all that craziness on top of that. Are Shaheena and her big sister okay? There's so many more scary people than before. I'm scared it's going to be just like yesterday for them again. Parade is tomorrow. If something happens to them, then they'll be fine. They're named characters. They got like a voice actor. Everyone still has, well, most people have voice actor immunity. I guess that one lady did die, but she wasn't, you know. She was only in like 2 scenes. Okay, starting today, you're going to be helping around the bazaar. And I guess Giacomo, he had a voice actor too. But once again, he was in like 1 scene. What you're about to do might feel tough while everything's new to you, but trust me, it's all part of your training. Yeah, right, I don't be anything that hard. I cleaned ditches and swept chimneys before. Nothing you could suggest will scare me. Just spit it out already. You insist your first job is going to be as a barker. Congratulations! You're gonna go out and put on a loud voice and do whatever you can to drum up excitement around the stalls and bring in customers. What? You can't make me do that. I don't know how to hype people up. Sure you do. You just don't realize it yet. Take those apples you can find at Monnier stall. Or Monnier? Those apples are so good you stole them countless times. Yes, if anyone can tell customers just how delicious they are, it's you. I was hungry. Anything would have tasted good. Shut up. Alright, I'll give it a try. Just lay off me already. And then when you're done with that, we can take you to the strip club, and then you can become a real barker. Got it hitting the ground running, I see. Hang in there, kid. 1 second. Alright. Okay. Well, I was gonna say we're gonna need to end things a little early, but we're actually at about time. We'll try and finish these last couple NPCs off. Had some weirdo get weird with me earlier. He was genuinely scary. He looked so weird but all bugged out. The first time I've gotten any real attention doing this and I had to turn out like that. Just my luck. I can only imagine how many times Saara and Shaheena must have had to deal with that. Yeah. We've been getting reports of fighting and sudden disturbances all day. The police have their hands full trying to respond to everything. Apparently, according to 2 people I talked to who dealt with a similar case, this is completely identical to another case. There must be some mutual connection behind both incidents. Once she gets here from the main branch, we should probably step up our investigation. Okay. I mean, the implication would be that it's Fee, but I thought they said it was a B rank, and I thought Fee was supposed to be an A rank, but maybe I'm just misremembering. I kind of zone out whenever they talk about bracer ranks at this point, because they don't really mean anything. They're very, like, extremely arbitrary. Nobody's coming. Perhaps I made a mistake pushing that request. Did he say something about posting a request? Gotta check the bulletin board. Yeah, alright. We'll do that in the next video. We'll probably start things off by doing Mr. Archaeologist Ignacio or whatever his name was. What was it? Something with an I, right? Ingio? But yeah, that's everyone's. Alrighty. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.